Lord, thank you for growth. Thank you for the lessons, even the hard ones that helped us understand ourselves and others better. Thank you for clarity, maturity, and grace to evolve. As we step into this episode, help us reflect with the open hearts and grateful minds. Let us recognize how far we've come and continue growing without losing who we are. We are thankful for the journey and everything it's teaching us. In Jesus' name, amen. Hey everyone, welcome to What's On the TV Tonight, your cozy corner for all things TV. From the comfort shows that make us feel seen, to the ones that make us laugh, cry, or yell at the screen. We're breaking it all down, but it's not just about what we watch. It's about how those stories connect to real life, the comfort they bring, and the lessons we carry with us. I'm your host, Shani, aka SeniTelly, and every Friday we'll dive into the shows we love and what they teach us along the way. So, what's on the TV tonight? Hello, and welcome back to the podcast. Welcome to another episode of What's on the TV Tonight. Hi, guys. How are we doing? Happy Friday. I know. I don't want to hear it. I know. Okay. I unintentionally took a mini break. Needed to get myself together, I feel. Hence why I took a month break. I needed to use the month of February to just kind of like reset, wind down, and just like mentally get myself together because I feel at one point I felt very overwhelmed and I didn't know how to manage that. Hence why I took the entire month to take a break and just figure myself out, literally. But in while I was doing that, your girl was still watching TV, of course. She was still tuning in. I started watching Traders and I finished it. I started watching from season 4 and then I worked my way down to season 1. I am in the middle of season 1 right now. I think I'm on episode 4 with season 1, but I've watched season 2, I've watched season 3, and I've unfortunately watched season 4. And I hate the fact that season 4 of Traders was the first season that I ever watched because I was so disappointed in it. And I was so disappointed. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go back to the other seasons to compare because there's just no way this show is like this. It can't be like, it's literally impossible. Like, I was like, there's no way these faithfuls are this dumb. There's no way that they would let one person just run the whole game. I need to start comparing it with the other seasons. And I went back and started watching it down, started watching season 3. And season 3 was just amazing. It was a masterpiece. Like everybody in that season was smart. The faithfuls were smart. The traders were smart. Everybody and their mama was smart on Traders season 3. So I don't know what the hell happened in season 4. They just got the most dumbest faithfuls, no shade, no tea, in the cast. And they're like, okay, maybe season 3 was just like one-off thing. Then I watched season 2. Smart people everywhere. Dan, Phaedra, and Pavarti. Like, smart people. And then the faithfuls as well. So it's like, what the heck happened with the Trader season 4? Why was Trader season 4 filled with so many dumb people that let a 20-something-year-old run the game? And I don't like this whole chatter with, oh, Rob is the best trader ever. No, he just got lucky because he was surrounded by dumb players. No shade, no tea. They were all dumb. But before I even really just put out my frustration on traders, the whole point of this video is, first of all, we're talking about Bridgerton. Like, your girl has been in a mass psychosis with Bridgerton. So that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Bridgerton and how amazing season 4 was and how I fear it might have knocked off season 2 from the pedestal that it's been standing on for years. And I hate that. And I know I hate to admit it because I'm like a diehard season 2 fan. Like, that is my season for Bridgerton. But before that, let's just do a little catch up, you know? What's Shane been up to, you know? Nothing crazy, to be honest with you. I've literally just been regrouping and trying to figure out what I want to do next in life and just trying to figure myself out. So seriously. And we're still on that journey to figuring ourselves out. And it's been interesting to say the least. And I thank God for where I'm at. And I thank God for where he's taken me. And I thank God for this podcast and just me even having this outlet to even just express myself and just talk about the things that make me happy. So I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful for y'all, for the people that have chosen to tune in and support me. It really means a lot to me. And I just can't wait to continue to grow with you guys and just excel. Okay. But today, yes, Bridgerton. Bridgerton season 4. Benedict and Sophie. Okay. Those two people, they got my heart bad. They got me bad. Like, I fear season 4 of Bridgerton was a masterpiece compared to the last season, that's for sure. Like, first of all, I didn't like the whole, "Oh, let's break it into 2 parts." Like, I needed everything in all in one. I wanted to watch everything in one sitting. Like, season 1, the first half of season 4 premiered January 29th. Me and my sister literally sat Thursday night and watched it all the way to 2 a.m. That's how serious it was for us. And then the second half came on February 26th, and we sat and watched it all through till the AM. Like, it had us hooked. And I think what really made this season work for me specifically was the fact that they really centered around the main couple. They didn't let the side plots take over. And I think that was the problem with season 2. Because, like, season 2 is an amazing season because Kathleen carries, like, Kate and Anthony carries the season. But there were so many side plots happening in season 2 that kind of drowned the main couple. But to me, it was still the best season out of the 4 seasons. Like, Queen Charlotte is not even in the list because that story is on a pedestal of its own. Like, nothing can compare to Queen Charlotte. Let's start there. But for the 4 seasons, for me, season 2, for a long time before season 4 came out, it was that girl for me. Like, it did everything it needed to do. But season 4 came in and just, like, started slamming doors, started knocking things down. I was like, wait. This is amazing. From episode 1 to episode 4, I was hooked. And I think my favorite episode would have to be the My Cottage episode, where I feel like that's when they really properly started getting to know each other, and, like, Sophie sees Benedict, and, like, Benedict starts to understand Sophie, and I just thought it was the most beautiful thing ever. I'm obsessed with the My Cottage episode, okay? But then they end episode 4 with the whole "Will you be my mistress" scene at the end, and I was like, "Benedict, how dare you? Like, how dare you? You were raised better than that. Why would you think, especially now that you've gotten to know Sophie, why would you think that she would like something like that? Why would you think that she would agree to such a thing?" When he said that, I was gagged because, like, we were having a nice romantic moment, like, on the stairwell. Next thing you know, "Will you be my mistress?" I beg your pardon? Is everything okay at home? Why would you think me, a bad bee, would want to be your mistress? No shade, no tea. Like, I hold myself to a better standard than that. I would not, like, I don't know what he was thinking. I really, truly, when I was happy, I don't know what Benedict was thinking. I don't know if he got too wrapped up in the moment and he thought that was the only choice because of the society that they live in. But I personally feel like, you know, you know what? I think that at that time, at that moment, he really just felt like that was the only right answer without really, like, exploring other avenues. So I guess, you know what, I'll let him slide on that, but it still was like gag. Like, why would you dare ask her that? Like, does she look like someone that wants to be a mistress? Like, yes, she's a maid, but you think she would want to be a mistress? Like, the babe knows how to speak French. Okay, babe is well educated, and you think she want to be a mistress? Like, but I'm gonna let Benedict slide with that. Okay, my guy was going through it. He found the love of his life. He just didn't know how to make things work. He was exploring all the avenues, and he just thought that was the best one, unfortunately. But that first half of the season, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, no complaints. Like, they did so well. The side plots didn't overshadow. First of all, the side plots made sense. It made sense why they were having these side plots, especially with the Mondricks. That made so much sense because at the end, it all comes together. Like, Alice becoming one of the queen's ladies, like, she needed to be, because Sophie and Benedict needed somebody that was going to advocate for them with the queen. And I just thought everything was just so beautiful to me. Everything just made sense, and no complaints there. Like, literally no complaints there. I hate the fact that Twitter has, like, some kind of vendetta against the Mondrakes. Like, every time the Bridgerton account posts them on Twitter, they're always like, "Why are they there? Like, this is the most useless characters." Like, and I hate seeing that because I'm like, I like them being there. It kinda gives us a kind of a normalcy, like, "Oh, they're still regular people outside of the Bridgertons, outside of Lady Danbury and the Queen that are existing in this society." You know, I really enjoy the Mondrakes. I feel like their presence is needed in that show. It balances out, you know, so I just didn't get the hate. But now I love the fact that people are turning around to see that, okay, these characters are needed on the show and it just makes sense, especially this season. Like, Alice was needed. Alice was needed bad because the fact that she was able to use her position as a Queen's Lady to advocate for Benedict and Sophie, like, that's my babe. That's my girl right there. That's my girl. Like, any hate towards Alice and her hubby will not be tolerated. Okay. It will not be tolerated at all. But honestly, no notes on this season. Like, and also I made this TikTok and I was saying how the reason why season 2 and season 4 really works for me, mind you, this is before the second half of season 4 even came out. Cause like the first episodes was just that good to me. I was saying with Kate, Kate is very independent, first of all. Kate does not take anything from nobody. Like, Kate will let you have it. She will say what is on her mind, and she will do everything authentically to please Kate and what's good for Kate. And not so much, oh, how do I fix myself or change how I look to appease a man or to appease society. Like, Kate is just Kate. Kate does not care. And Kate was ready to stay on the shelf and be a spinster. Kate did not care about getting married to a man. Like, marriage was not her desire. Marriage was not her objective. Kate just wanted to see her sister happy. And what really made me connect to Kate is the fact that she's not male centered. She doesn't let men center her whole orbit. Mind you, this is a society where everybody's just thinking about marriage and marriage, men, kids, marriage, men, kids. Like, that is it. The fact that Kate didn't care about any of that, the fact that the man literally came to her, the fact that she didn't have to alter anything and she was still able to get the man. That's why I connect with her so bad. And the same thing with Sophie. Sophie didn't alter anything to get the man either. Sophie was authentically herself. She didn't change anything about herself. She went to the ball just to see how the ball was. She didn't go to the ball because, oh, she was looking for a man. She went to the ball because she wanted to experience the ball. That was all. So it was the fact that she stayed authentically herself. Even though she saw Benedict, she knew he was the guy from the ball. She didn't change anything about herself. And Benedict fell in love with her twice, which is so crazy, but fell in love with her authentic self the most. Like, he even forgot about the lady in silver. All he could think about was Sophie. Sophie, Sophie, Sophie. The lady in silver literally was erased from his mind once he started connecting and fell in love with Sophie. And so I just love the fact that Sophie and Kate, they're not male-centered, and that's why they work for me. Season 3 didn't work for me because I just couldn't jive with Penelope and Colin in the way that they got together, because the way they ended season 2 was with Colin talking mad shit, excuse my language, talking mad mess about Penelope, and then all of a sudden in season 3 he has feelings for her. I'm like, what world are we living in? Then we just see what he said about her in season 2. All of a sudden now he's thinking about her. Mind you, she had to change the way she looked for him to even like start glancing at her. So I just feel like the whole plot of season 3, No Shade, No Tea, was very forced to me. I didn't connect with it. I didn't jive with it. No shade, no tea. Like, it just felt rushed, and it felt like it was done out of obligation and not so much, oh, to properly tell the story of Penelope and Colin. And I feel like personally, maybe that's even why they even made it a season 3 and not season 4, because they mixed up the stories, mind you, because Penelope and Colin's story is book 4. So the fact that they made it season 3 says a lot about what the writers or the showrunner was trying to do, because I feel like they knew that people wouldn't care about that season. I feel like that's why they kind of like switched up the order, to be honest. Like, that season just wasn't it. And I feel so vindicated when I go on Twitter and I see people ranking the Bridgerton season, and every single rank that I see, season 3 is last, because season 3 was not a good season. It just wasn't. It wasn't, in my humble opinion. No shade to Penelope, no shade to Colin. It just, the way it was executed didn't work for me. It just didn't. I feel like it needed to happen better because I feel like with Colin and Penelope, they had all the chances to really properly show us friends to lovers. Like these characters have been there since season 1. So they could have really properly shown us the growth with their relationship. They could have really shown us the friendship in season 1 because I personally didn't really see the friendship like that in my humble opinion. Like I didn't see how connected they were. I didn't see how best of friends they were. They should have given us proper flashbacks as to how they were friends. I didn't get that from them. And then the fact all I got from their friendship was them keep that they kept mentioning their friendship, not that the friendship actually existed. It was just constant, when we were kids, we did this and that and that. Where is it? Let the audience see it, because I didn't see it. I didn't see that friendship. So it just felt so forced to me, and they had all the chances in the world to execute that friends to lovers properly just because of the fact that they've been there since season 1. They could have really properly if they didn't do it in season 1, they could have done it in season 2. They could have really shown this friendship that later on in season 3 will turn to love, you know? I didn't get that. I didn't, and that's why personally the season just felt very forced and why it's my least favorite, and I'm sorry. I literally cannot jive with that season, no shade, no tea, but the fact that I was able to fall in love with season 4 with just 4 episodes said a lot. Like, the show took a whole different direction, and I feel like they realized that because of the fact that they focused too much on the side plots, that they realized that, okay, the side plots are drowning the main story. So their goal for season 4 was to make sure that the side plot did not drown the main couple, and it didn't. Each side plot that happened made sense. Francesca losing John, Francesca growing her relationship with Michaela, everything made sense. Alice becoming the Queen's Lady, everything made sense. Miss Lady Danbury leaving Mayfair and believing the Queen, everything made sense, and that I think that was one of the most emotional parts for me was Lady Danbury and the Queen's relationship, because when I started looking back at Queen Charlotte and the fact that Lady Danbury has been there since the beginning she became queen, that got me so emotional, and I understood Charlotte as to why she did not wanna let her go. Because girl, you are gonna stay here with me. Like, you have no choice. I'm gonna hold you hostage. You've been with me by my side since I became queen, and now you wanna leave? I beg your pardon. Like, I understand Charlotte, and I understand Lady Danbury, because like, that's all she's been for the longest, She's been by her side for so long, so she needs to explore and just find herself again, and I feel like that was also one of the themes of this season is finding yourself again, remembering who you are. The same thing with Sophie, remembering who she was. Same thing with Benedict, remembering who he is. Like, same thing with Violet. I feel like that's such like that theme, and Francesca, the same thing. Like, I feel like it was such a big theme in this season to just remember who you are. And Francesca losing John, I feel it just made sense why it happened this season, and it broke me. I was so sad because, like, I knew it was coming, but it actually happening made me so sad. Like, no, like, not John Sterling. Like, no, like, at least they should let us, like, have him till, like, season 5. But it was still nice to also see their relationship form and the fact that their love was different. Their love wasn't like, "Oh, in your face." It was the quiet love. It was the quiet love that just transcended so beautifully. I really enjoyed it. I really did, and I love the fact that the way they were able to have her now start to open up to Michaela and be comfortable with Michaela, but I hated the fact that it happened quickly, that it happened slowly to the point where when they finally became friends, John dies. I hated that, but it needs to happen, but still 10 out of 10, really good. Like this season, like there's no honestly, I don't think I have any complaints with this season. I'm really trying to think about if I have any complaints, and I don't think I do. I really I really enjoyed every episode. I really did. Like this season, that's I'm like I fear season 4. I fear it's better than season 2. But I think Kathleen will always be my favorite couple for sure. I think, yeah, they will always have that number 1 spot, and then followed by Sophie and Benedict. And honestly, Daphne and Simon, I feel like they really set the tone. They really did set the tone. But I would never really jive with Daphne and Simon the way I jive with Kate and Anthony, but I do like Daphne and Simon. They were an enjoyable couple, definitely, and they really set the tone of what Bridgerton is, and I will always give them their credit for that because, like, they literally opened the doors. They opened the doors, okay? But yeah, and I really enjoyed the fact that we got to see the servant POVs. Like I love the fact that we got to see another world with the maids and the footmen. Like I really that's like this season really did it was so good. It was just so good. It was just so good. There's just so many good parts of this season. Like I literally don't have zero complaints. Like I literally have zero complaints about this season. And then also Araminta, I don't get this is where I didn't get Sophie. Sophie, you let this woman that has not been nice to you tell you that your father did not leave you in the will and you believed her. The first thing I would have said, girl, is let me see that will. Let me see what you're chatting about. I would have said, let me see that will because you got me all the way messed up. And the fact that she didn't, but bless her heart, she was naive. And she thought that Araminta actually liked her. Like, I don't like, I'm really even trying to figure out Sophie's thought process with the fact that she didn't, like, wanna check that wheel, but I don't blame my babe. She was going through it. She just lost her father. She wasn't really properly thinking. But the fact that Benedict was about to go to war for her, was about to take on the fact that, "Oh, I'm gonna be shunned by society." Like, he was gonna do everything in his power to make sure that he was with his woman, and I respect that. Benedict out-yearned Anthony. He out-yearned Anthony. He did. He said, "This is the woman that I am in love with, and I will do whatever it takes to be with her. No shade, no tea. If I need to go against the crown, I will. If I need to go against society, I will. If I want to be with the love of my life, no shade, no tea." Benedict, honestly, he wasn't my favorite Bridgerton brother. I think he was like my second favorite Bridgerton brother. But you know what? Yeah, he was my second favorite Bridgerton brother, but I think he became my favorite Bridgerton brother, I feel. This season kind of like pushed him to the top for me. Yeah, he did. Yeah. But Kate and Anthony would still be number one couple for me, but Benedict and Sophie, yeah, they did it for me also. So honestly, I be flip-flopping which is my favorite. I don't know if it's season 2 or season 4. Like I go back and forth. Honestly, it depends on the mood I'm in. But Bridgerton season 4 was just that girl. It really was that girl. I really enjoyed it. Like, no complaints. And what I hate now is the fact that we're gonna get a Louise's season, which I'm so excited for, but it's gonna take long for them to give it to us. Now we're gonna wait 2 years for it. Like, show that I was waiting for 2 years. I finished it in one sitting. Like, what am I supposed to do with myself now? Netflix, Shonda Rhimes. What am I supposed to do with myself? You want me to wait 2 more years before I get a Louise? How dare you? How dare you? Like, I need it, like, by end of the year. Expeditiously. Thank you. Thank you very much. But I'm excited to Sir Philip with love. Like, I'm so excited for Eloise's season. And the fact that I like the fact that they kind of ended this season also with Eloise being a little more open-minded into potentially being interested in love. So we'll see. I really love what they did there. So I'm excited for season 5. I just hate the fact that we're gonna take 20 years to have season 5. It's gonna take 20 years for us to have season 5. I hate that. That's where my grievance is. But can you imagine the fact that this show started in 2019 and it's gonna potentially end in like 2036 or 2034, something around there. And I'm like, that is insane. The fact that it take 2 years to bring out another season. We still have Eloise, Francesca, Gregory, Hyacinth. We still have 4 more books to go through. So I don't know what they're doing. They need to speed up the process. We used to be a proper country. We used to have 22 episodes per season. And they used to bring it out every year. Every year. So let's go back to the original. The original. But yeah, this was I don't know. I literally have no complaints about Bridgerton season 4. Like, Bridgerton season 4 was just so good. It really was. Like, I really, really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, honestly, that's my 2 cents on Bridgerton season 4. No notes. I don't have any issue with this season. Like, it was really good. I really loved it. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for me, to be honest with you. Like, yeah. No notes. No notes. Oh, you know what? The only issue I did have with it is the fact that Kate and Anthony were there, but like with a blink of an eye, literally. And the fact that they weren't at John's funeral didn't make sense to me. And they just all they did was mention that they brought flowers. They're in town. Why wouldn't they be at John's funeral? It just that just didn't. I didn't dive well with that. That didn't make sense to me. I don't know what is up with the showrunner and properly placing Kate and Anthony. Like if it's scheduling conflict, I don't understand why you wouldn't just like film all the scenes where they would be needed when the actors were available since they were already on set for something else. You could have just squeezed everything in, to be honest with you. But I just didn't get that. I didn't it just didn't make sense to me as to why Kate and Anthony weren't at John's funeral. And also, my grievance is the fact that all these family events, weddings, or funerals, and Daphne is nowhere to be found. Like Simon, no shade, no tea. Like he don't have to be there. Like Daphne can still come and support her siblings. Literally, like Daphne can still be present without Simon. You do not need Simon for Daphne to be there, like at all. It doesn't make sense why Daphne, as the oldest sister, as the oldest daughter, keeps missing all these family events. There's no way, there's no reason why she should have missed Colin's wedding. There's no reason why she should have missed Francesca's wedding. There's no reason why she should have missed the funeral of John. Your sister just lost her husband and you're nowhere to be found. No mention of Daphne. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't know how they're gonna continue to do this to where whenever each season comes out, a couple is gone. Because I bet season 5, Kate and Anthony are about to be nowhere to be found, which is insane to me. Like I just don't get what they're doing. How you gonna have Bridgerton without half of the Bridgertons? I don't get it. So that would be my grievance with the season. The fact that Kate and Anthony are literally barely in the season. And when they were even in the season, they weren't really in the season. It just felt like it was like a here, damn. Like even the scene with them in the bed with their baby, it was they posted that on Twitter before the freaking second half of the season premiered. Like, and mind you, though, that was the only main clip that we are gonna really get of them. The rest was like tiny little like droplets of scenes. Like, give us Kate and Anthony. Respectfully, please. I'm begging you. Give us Kate and Anthony. And then Daphne. Like, give us like I don't understand the erasure of Daphne. I really don't. And I'm really struggling with it. I don't understand it. Like, bring my girl back. She does not have to be with Simon to be present for her siblings. She does not. Really, like I promise you, like we will understand if Simon is not there. There's so many reasons as to why Daphne can be at family events and Simon isn't. Like he's a busy man, he's a duke, so it makes sense for him to be absent. But Daphne, it does not make sense for her to be absent. I'm sorry, like I don't like, ciao. Anyways, but yeah, literally. But good season overall. Good season, no complaints other than those complaints. But I really enjoyed it and give me more. Thank you. But yeah, that's what your girl has been watching. Traders, Bridgerton. What else have I been watching? I started watching Summer House. But I don't have the capacity to start watching Summer House from season 1. So I started from season 8 to where it really got good with Sierra and that West Sky. That's where I started. So we'll see how that goes. I'm still watching it. Started watching Industry, and literally Industry is literally soft PORN. Literally, like half of the time I'm watching it, I'm like, is this even about finance? Like half of the things that happen on the show does not need to happen, but it does. It's a weird show. I'm still watching, still trying to probably understand. I'm on season 2 now. It's only 4 seasons, so I'm chucking through it, but interesting to say the least. That's what I've been watching. What else have I been watching? Yeah, Industry, Traders, Summer House. Oh, The Hunting Wives. I started watching The Hunting Wives. I'm excited for season 2. I really loved it. I really, really, really jived with The Hunting Wives. Like that was a really good show. I'm actually doing an episode on that. And Tell Me Lies. The season 3 came out, but I have not watched. For some reason, I wasn't like excited anymore to watch season 3, but I'm gonna watch it because apparently it's the last season. So yeah, I gotta finish that story out. And that's it. Yeah, that's really what I've been kind of doing for the last month or so. But I can't wait. This month's gonna be huge for us. So we're gonna continue to chat about more shows and do more things and just, continue to grow. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys for even tuning into this episode and coming for more. Make sure you check out my previous episodes about Gilmore Girls, about Selling Sunset, Selling the OC, so many other shows that I've talked about. So make sure you check it out, and I will catch you in another episode. Make sure you check us out on Instagram at What's on the TV Pod, on TikTok at What's on the TV Pod and SeniTelly, and YouTube at SeniTelly. And I will see you next week, Friday. So have a nice day, or have a good night, depending on when you're listening to this. Catch you guys later. Bye.